What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the PERMABANTERPOD, episode 4 for all my Espanol speakers out there.
Everybody's
and cuatro.
Everybody's deaf now.
Yes.
That intro.
Welcome back. New setup. I don't look like a pile of mayo anymore. Router on the ground. Welcome back to La PERMABANTER. My name is Jeremy Fiorito, one half of your co-host, and to the other half of my co-hosts.
You look like a nice glob of mayo spread out on some rye bread now, baby boy.
Hey, and I'll take that from you because that's Matt's Foodie Eats!
What's up, everybody? My name is Matthew Sefik. Matt's Foodie Eats. Go give me a like and follow on TikTok. All that jazz. Instagram as well, YouTube, but TikTok's where it's at. I'm at almost 4,000 followers. We've grown 1,000 followers in a week. We're doing it, baby.
Facts. Go sub to him, or I'll find you.
Go, yeah.
And sub to us while you're at it.
Yes.
Well, welcome back. Last week we had the lovely Isaac on our podcast. Hope you guys really enjoyed that episode. Super cool having our first guest. We're just back to the duo, and we're going to start off with a little bit of something I call a weekly update. Basically a high-low buffalo, but we want to give our own little twist on it. So, Matt, why don't you hit us with a high-low buffalo?
Yeah, lows, I'm feeling sick. Or been sick this past week. And that sucks. But the highs, I've been around good family, and that's good. Mm-hmm. Getting them all sick, that was the goal.
Nice.
So we can all be sick together and have a slumber party. But I've been around a lot of great family this week, which has been fantastic. Ate a lot of delicious food. Also, I'm really high. It's exciting that my food stuff is taking off. I've gotten like 180,000 views on one video. One's growing. Will be over 100,000, I think. So that's super encouraging because that's like what I want to do full time along with this bad boy.
Let's go. Let's freaking go, baby.
Yeah, what about you, Jeremy?
For me, I'll say my low is I've also been a little under the weather. It has been interesting. My stomach has been killing me for the past couple of days, and I've been getting some migraines. But a lot of
we've been sharing kisses.
Ooh, and will we kiss this episode? Will we kiss next episode? Find out.
Sorry, continue.
But yeah, I will say my high is I went to my first midnight premiere since seeing like The Amazing Spider-Man at midnight. Went and saw Jurassic World, Rebirth. At midnight the night before I filmed this, so I'm currently running on an all-nighter. Went to work right after, finished up work. Now we're here podcasting it up. After this podcast, I will be laying on this setup floor, not even going to bed. I will be on the floor laying there, and do not find me. Nice. And then my buffalo is Matt's Beautiful, and you need to go follow Matt's Food Eats. Well, hey, Matt, you want to start us off with some freaking weekly news, baby girl?
Yeah, let's dive into the news, specifically gaming news. This actually happened today, if that gives you an idea for time period. It's the day before Thursday, so that makes sense. Anyway, Xbox has laid off multiple studios, mainly the studio that was making the Perfect Dark reboot, which really sucks because watching the gameplay trailer for that Perfect Dark gameplay thing that they showcased last year was pretty freaking awesome. It looked like a really cool mix of like you could play the mission however you want, Deus Ex kind of like vibes. But them spending $90 trillion or whatever, it was like $90 billion to buy Activision, you can see the ramifications of how it's affected all of their businesses, which really sucks.
Yeah, I think when it comes to Xbox right now, we always talk about their wins and their things with, Game Pass, they're building a PC, they're building this. Clearly they're still lackluster in some baskets they're putting their eggs in, so hopefully they'll be able to get it together on all fronts and at least just lock in without having to cancel all these projects.
Yeah, apparently the report is 9,100 jobs, which is absolutely nuts.
That's ridiculous.
Mainly with their own game studios. Like, I would not be surprised if Fable ends up getting canceled as well.
Dang.
It's really depressing, honestly. It's like, this sucks. Like, this is not good for gaming. And Microsoft, who has like trillions of dollars, it's not a good look for them either, but they keep doing this. Basically month after month, they've consistently been doing this. And that sucks, especially because Perfect Dark had been developed for maybe 3 years at this point. Mm-hmm. So that sucks.
It's just so interesting to see. I feel like everyone gets so gassed up for these new games. Like, I remember when they were talking about like that Spider-Man multiplayer game that Insomniac was going to do.
Yeah.
And like, it just sucks because like the hype is there, like you're ready for it, and then it just falls flat. It's crazy.
Yeah, 100%. And we'll see if Microsoft continues to cancel stuff and end things. But I won't be surprised if they do.
Wow, yeah. Let's hope we get some good news as of next week instead of bad news coming from Microsoft. It seems that they're kind of on the downhill, but
100%.
Hopefully we get some climbing. What else we got?
Yeah, so we got Stop Killing Games petition nears 1 million. So I've seen a ton of stuff online about this, multiple content creators talking about this. The guy who originally started, I don't know his name, I saw Asmongold talking about it, and a lot of people Moist Critical is also talking in response to Pirate Software.
Okay.
Pirate Software is a streamer. There's been a lot of controversy around him. He basically used to work at Blizzard, but he kind of has a condescending way of how he approaches and talks about things. Anyway, I won't dive into it, but he had a lot of he basically talked badly about the Stop Killing Games petition. The Stop Killing Games petition is basically centered fully around stopping publishers and or developers, but mainly publishers, from us being able to buy and hold on to games, especially online digital store games, but as well as online, like ending servers, basically shutting down things as well. But it's mainly just in regards to game preservation, meaning that, like, if I buy a game, I want to be able to play it and continue to play it, and sometimes they shut down the game entirely and you aren't even able to play the single player version of a game. And so this petition is nearing 1 million signatures, which is awesome because it's a lot more awareness is happening. But imagine buying a game, in 2010, and now you don't have access to it. And basically the publishers are saying you don't actually have ownership over these things. And that's nuts because we purchased it, but just because it's digital, we can't keep it. So
yeah, it's kind of sad, especially with, like, I feel like when they shut down the servers for a lot of these games, too, like, at least keeping your single player alive, I think, is super crucial, because, like, why would I have spent, $40 to $60 on this game years ago? Like, there's always a chance that I want to go back to it, so, like, why would you even want to put in the effort to buy the games if you can't? Like, if that's just looming over your head for the next couple of years, like, damn, I really want to play this game, but am I even going to be able to play it years down the line? Like, it's just ridiculous.
Yeah. And in like the media world, the video game world as well, bringing back up Pirate Software, basically he misrepresented what it is, which makes no sense for him to do. And then when he was called out for it, his response was basically like, "Oh, did I mess up your petition? Oh, and it's like the most condescending jerk way to respond to it." So anyway, people are mad at him. He's consistently had controversy around him. I won't dive into that. I don't really care that much, but it is just like
I was gonna say, I don't even know who this guy is. So clearly he's doing something wrong.
I mean, he's a Twitcher, but millions of people do care about this, and it's dumb for him to be doing what he's doing. He's only hurting himself in a massive way. But anyway, the question is basically, do publishers owe us game preservation? And I mean, obviously, I think the answer for both of us is absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't think that any game, movies aren't ever lost to time. Like, in terms of, like, you probably can watch almost any movie and or find a copy of any movie that's probably ever existed, depending on if it was like a major movie. But even smaller ones as well. And so does gaming deserve the same sort of treatment? And I think the obvious answer to that would be yes. Yeah,
honestly, my dad, he's actually a good example of this. He has practically every PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3 game, like, disc, like, all that stuff. Like, it's like a museum in that house. And I feel like even if they took away, like, the aspects of, like, oh, sorry you want to play this? Well, it just doesn't work anymore. Like, he'd flip a lid. Like, no matter what it is. It could be the best game, worst game, anything like that. But it's also, like, you paid for it with your money. Why would you not have access to it? And I think that just is stupid. That whole thing just sucks to me. It makes me mad.
Apparently it's not that expensive to keep servers up, and it's not that expensive to, like for instance, in 4 or 5 years, PlayStation 3 will be considered an older game, whatever, all that type of stuff. I'm pretty sure they already shut down the PlayStation Store, but it's like, if I want to play a game on PlayStation 3 that is an online digital game that I downloaded to play on PlayStation 3, it's nuts. So anyway, that... I think we hit the nail on the head in terms of that being ridiculous, and hopefully this petition, it's at 721K, so it's nearing 1 million in some way. Yeah.
Let me play my games, damn it!
Yeah. Publishers! Anyway.
Real?
New games dropping this week. There's nothing really big. Mecha Break, which is like this. I tried playing last night. It's like a mech PvP shooter.
Nice.
and I played on cloud on Xbox, and it was the worst possible like experience just because it wasn't like running. It didn't run well. It was literally like one frame every 45 minutes.
Yeah.
So anyway, that but I'm excited to try that game out. Apparently the servers aren't great as well. That other one, nothing's really happening. But yeah, that's pretty much it for gaming news.
Ooh, bet. You want me to hit him with a little bit of a Jurassic World review?
Yeah, baby boy, get in there.
All right. My Jurassic World review. No spoilers, clearly. It just came out, so I'm not going to do that to you guys. But this movie was super solid. I will openly admit I haven't seen any Jurassic Park movie after the original 3. I've not seen a single Jurassic World movie.
Wow.
I know, I need to. I heard Jurassic World's great. I heard the 2 after that suck.
Yeah, World is solid.
Yeah.
It's solid. It's a remake of the first one. It's the same way Force Awakens is kind of solid. You know, it's like,
yeah,
that's solid. And then I would say that the second one, I forgot the name of it. Is
Fallen Order or Dominion, something like that.
Jedi Fallen Order. No, I think Dominion's 3. Anyway, the second one was fine. It wasn't terrible. It was like a 7, while the first one was like a 7.58. Anyway.
Okay.
Continue.
But really good movie. I liked it a lot. I think the way they explored that's you guys will see it. I don't want to like every dinosaur aspect in there. The dinosaurs were freaking cool. It also had the ability to make you get attached to characters who, like, maybe some people wouldn't get too attached to. I personally liked the storyline. I thought it was really good. My buddy Max, we were in the theater together. He looked at me after the movie. I was like, yeah, man, I give it an 8. And he goes, Jeremy, you looked like you were complaining the whole movie because you could just see me go. But I will say, my biggest complaint, also, I give it like a 7.7 to an 8. Without spoilers, I can't really talk too much about it. The characters were good. Dinosaurs were freaking sick. Probably the best part of the movie. You know, it's a Jurassic World movie. And it really gave like a horror thriller, creepy vibe from like the back half of what it was. So go see the movie. But the gripe I do really have is I saw this in ScreenX. And I don't know if you guys have ever seen what ScreenX is. So basically there's the main screen in front of you. And then the walls go all the way around the sides. And the movie is like so goofy looking on the sides of the screen because the characters look like old, like, PlayStation characters. Like, they look like they're not supposed to be there. They look goofy looking. Scarlett Johansson's just sitting there looking like this on the wall. And it was really solid, though. So I will stick to seeing my movies in IMAX. And I will not be going back to a ScreenX movie. So ScreenX, boo! But Jurassic World, I said go see it. Go see it. It's a great time in the theater. I think you'll enjoy it.
It's an entertaining film.
Entertaining.
Yes.
Yes.
Good. Good. All right. Sweet. Superman. The final trailer has dropped.
Ooh.
We both have not watched it.
Nope.
I don't have a ton to say about that, but I will say that there was some initial reactions right off the bat that were pretty positive in regards to the screenings of the movie. So from what I've seen, it was Soups. He was like, oh, I'm going to cry. But then, like, soon after that, like, I saw an advertisement where he was like, it was an ad with him in it for the movie. And I was like, this seems...
this seems paid.
Like, yeah, exactly. Like, you're getting paid by this company and then you're giving a review.
Yeah.
So all that to say, though, the initial reaction, not just from him but from other people, is it is this heartfelt, really authentic, really genuine movie that kind of nails what it is and what it wants to be. It's very earnest and it's very heartfelt and it's love for humanity.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I just want it to be good. I want this movie to be good. I accidentally saw a little clip on like TikTok about something with it. I scrolled off immediately, but from like what I saw, I was like, I need this movie to be solid. Like, I just really, really want them to like hone in on who Superman is, like what he means to like not only comic book lovers, but like the world in general. Like the world knows Superman, whether you're a nerd or not. You know, you see a photo of Superman, you know who it is. So I really think this is James Gunn's shot to really hand the DCU here, like, I got you. Like, let's go, Kachina. Like, let's fly. And, I don't know. My biggest gripe, though, and my biggest worry, is that it's gonna get all this hype, all this boom, and it's just gonna. And I don't like. Part of me thinks like it's just the part warrior in me, because like I'm not gonna go in with the highest expectations. I'm gonna go in very level-headed. But I am very, very stoked for this theater experience. I think it's going to be very, very good. I am going to have to stay off the internet because I know Amazon Prime is doing an early screening, I think 3 days early. So spoilers will be out there. So I'm going to have to...
I think it's like a week early.
Yeah, I'm going to have to turn my phone off because I'm not letting this movie get spoiled for me whatsoever. Same thing with like the Fantastic Four trailers either, though. But what are you thinking? What are your regards to it since what Soup said?
Yeah, I mean, to me, I've been optimistic on this movie since James Gunn was attached to do it. Like I have no reason not to believe it. Everything has only solidified it. Dude, internet culture, like the reactions to like him saying up here or like him flying, like the certain things that where he's like flying and how it looks like.
Yeah.
Or like his small flinch when the thing hits him in the head. You know, I know they fixed it, but all this to say is that I think that people's reactions have been so like there's a lot of positive, but then there's the few like there's a good amount of haters too that are like you know, and it's like I don't know if those are DC fanboy or Snyder fanboys, like that's just the vibe that they've chosen and all that stuff. But
yeah,
from my perspective, James Gunn is going to absolutely nail the heart and soul of Superman. Yeah, and the heart and soul of Superman is pure, loves humanity, cares about people. Like and like that's who he is.
Yeah.
And James Gunn gets that. Corn Sweat gets that. From everything we've seen from him, he gets that. He's embodied that. Even him being like, I think that him wearing like the trunks, like him wearing like the things on. He's like, I think it's supposed to look a little bit goofy, so like it doesn't scare children. Like that's the heart of like, that's what you want. Like that's what you want from your Superman, who's infecting creative decisions. And when anything is that collaborative and that heartfelt, it's usually going to be good. And it's not going to be dark or gross or like, you know, like it's going to be hope-filled.
Yeah.
And people need that. Human beings need that. They need hope on the movie screen.
Yeah.
That's why Snyder's universe sucked.
Yeah.
It just didn't carry hope or whimsy or excitement. It was dark and dreary and blah, 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 blah. And Superman is like, I'm an alien. And he doesn't really care about people that much. And it's just like, and he's like, oh, my uncle is going to save, my uncle. And the uncle's like, no, wait, don't save me. And Superman's like, I'm going to save you. You're my uncle. Like, it's like,
uncle!
So, anyway, all that to say, it's like,
yeah.
Those kind of things always really, really frustrated me about the Snyderverse, and I think Gunn is going the opposite direction. And I genuinely think, here's my hope. So, like, realistically, I think it's going to get a Metacritic of, like, 74, which means overall every critic is going to be, like, in that range. And then user critic is going to be, like, between 80 and 90.
Yeah.
But here's my hope. My hope is it's a resounding success. The Metacritic's, like, 88, 89. Like, it's just, like, so incredibly well-received. And then fans, you know, there will just be enough people that are like, that was just incredible. Like, that was just incredibly epic. And it's just, I want it to be one of those movies that, like, dude, like when Infinity War came out, when Star Wars A New Hope came out, or when Empire Strikes Back came out, everybody collectively was like, that's awesome. That's awesome. Like, even Dune 2, like, had some of that.
Oh, God, like, that movie was so good.
Dune 2 came out, and everybody collectively was like, that's awesome.
Lisa again.
So, with all that to say, I think that because people responded that way and had that response, that's what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping that is the response. That's what I'm hoping people give it to it. And I really hope when I go to see it, it's like a 9 to a 10 for me. And I think because I have a soft, little, sensitive, little baby, little heart, I care about this. I'm really excited because I really do think it's going to hit home that heartfelt element. Guardians 3 hit home that heartfelt element. James Gunn knows how to pull those strings and make you care deeply and cry for characters.
And I will.
And Superman, it's like, that's him. That's who he is. He's hope-filled, loves humanity, loves people. He has a dog in it, like it's animal, like, all these things. And
that soundtrack, though, that guitar, the James Gunn's gonna nail this on the head. Like, I'm genuinely stoked. I'm just one to, like, I keep my pre-movie connotations very bottled. Because, like, I don't want to walk in there being like, this is gonna be a 10, and then leave and be like, I'm gonna go run in the highway. Like, I want to make sure, it's like that. It's a very balanced because I'd much rather leave the movie slightly disappointed or at least way over expectations than be just like completely drowned out.
Yeah, I stay away from critic reviews, dude.
Yeah,
like,
me too.
I remember when Infinity War came out, and I stayed away from IGN. Like, completely. Like,
I don't trust IGN with anything in the entire world. I don't.
I still kind of trust IGN. I don't trust certain reviewers. That's how it should be.
Yeah, you tell them.
I'm telling you.
Oh, me.
No, but this was also like 7 years ago, 8 years ago. IGN was on a little bit better terms. Anyway, when that movie came, like, I was like, I'm not looking at any reviews or anything like that. And I'm so glad I did, because I went in with not having specific expectations, and dude, I didn't watch any trailers, so like, man, the main character is Thanos. This is awesome. And then the ending, like I said, like last week episode, I was like, like I was in shock the entire time at that ending and how epic it was, and just like how it was so good. So anyway, all that to say, similarly here, I'm not hyped on the same level as I was Infinity War, but. Yeah, I am hyped. I'm excited. I trust James Gunn. I think this is going to be really good.
Real question. We're finally in the month of it. Fantastic Four or Superman? Grand finale answer. We're weeks out.
What's the question? Which one do I think will be
better?
Which
one do you think will be better, and which one do you think will perform better?
I think that Superman is going to perform and do better.
Interesting.
Because it's new. We haven't had a Superman movie in a while. I think Marvel fatigue is real, and really? I think I should say there's a lot of people excited for this movie.
I'm one of them. I'm stoked.
No, I'm excited too. Like, what I mean by that is that there's a lot of people who think this will drag them back into the MCU. I think everybody who was a fan of the MCU who isn't wants to be pulled back in.
Yeah,
wants to be excited because it was such a fun time period during Infinity War. During that time, like, it was so fun. It was so exciting. It was so like, this is like. Dude, when like Civil War came out, it was like, God, like, that was awesome. Like the setup is like, oh my gosh, this is like so exciting.
Yeah.
When Marvel, the MCU was on full cinematic cylinders, dude. When Doctor Strange came out and then Black Panther came out, it was like it was hit after hit. It was good movie after good movie. It was quality after quality. It was like really good episodes of a TV show leading to an incredible finale. And so I think that people want the Fantastic Four to do that, to hit. To be the thing that pulls them back in. I think some people wanted that to be Thunderbolts, and for you, apparently that was. But I need to watch it. I know. But for a lot of people, like that's what they want. They want to be sucked into this world and be excited about the new Avengers movies and all those things.
Yeah.
So that might cause it to perform better, especially if it's an 8 or better. But honestly, I'm not going to be as excited about the MCU unless Fantastic Four is like a 9 or better.
I'm not going to lie to you. I think this movie is going to perform absolutely well. I have faith not only in the director, but I also have faith that this casting, the characters I feel like are filled to a T, like with who they're being played as. I just really want them to do the story right. Like, if they're gonna, Sue said this to me. My buddy Jordan actually said this last night. He was like, I'm so excited that we finally get a solo, like, MCU, like, not tie-ins from another universe, not tie-ins from another thing, as we know of, but, like, it's just whole, like, rooted. It's a rooted movie again. And I'm really, really excited for that, because I think it's going to do really, really well. But, yeah, honestly, I'm going to go Fantastic Four. I'm going to be the devil's advocate. I think that movie is going to be super good, and that it's just going to blow people's socks off.
1 second, I'm typing one thing. Yeah, I think I'm typing a new topic, by the way.
Absolutely. Let me look. Perfect.
Sorry.
Okay.
All right.
No, you're good.
Yeah. So I think that there's a good chance that Superman is going to be the better performing movie mainly because it's revamping something new. It's not connected to an entire universe of other things. Mm-hmm. I think that's the main reason why Thunderbolts didn't do well, is because people are like, I haven't seen this. Yeah. Like, I didn't see Black Widow. Who are these characters? I haven't seen this. Who's, like, And so I think that will push away some people. But Superman's brand new. There's no barrier of entry. You can dive right into it, and you can get into it. And again, I think there's a nostalgia factor for people in their 50s and 60s who and maybe even 70s, but mainly 50s and 60s, who maybe grew up on the Superman movies, the 70s. And those are the last good Superman movies. The first one is like critically acclaimed. Like, so all those movies have, in a way, set up the older crowd, and then I think that Superman will just grab the younger crowd as well, like people our age, who are in their 20s. So, and hopefully teenagers as well. So I think because Superman is going to be critically more acclaimed, and I think because it has those factors going for it, I think in the long run, like Fantastic Four might have a better weekend, but opening weekend, but I think Superman will have a longevity, as well as, dude, I really do feel like Superman is going to be a movie that you can see 3 or 4 times in theaters, and because it's so,
and I will, either
fun
way, I'm
and
going
heartfelt,
to.
and you feel good watching it.
For Fantastic Four, though, I think I'm going to give the same argument, though. I feel like it's a very entry-level barrier as well, too. We haven't gotten a Fantastic Four movie since 2015. And that's roughly around the time Snyderverse was doing his thing. So, like, it's a clean slate, first MCU Fantastic Four. Like, I think that these movies both have great door-opening, like, opportunities to build something new for for both DC and for the MCU franchises. Ooh, excuse me.
No, absolutely. Yeah, no, I'm with you 100%. I think that there's arguments to be made on both sides. I think it's going to be a close journey. I think it will. Part of me believes that Fantastic Four might get like a 60 on Metacritic and be like kind of whatever. And then
you will not see me on the next episode of this podcast.
It's the same debate of like that was solid, that was fine. Like that's how everybody feels after these movies. Oh, that was fine. Oh, the Falcon, it was fine. Thunderbolts was like that was good. And I feel like if you're going to get me back into Fantastic Four, it needs to be like, that was great. That was great.
Yeah,
that was
I agree.
Like, I feel like after Strange, I was like, that was great, dude. That was like, and that it needs to be on that level at least, which for some people, that movie's a 7. To me, that movie's like an 8 or better. Anyway, okay. Yeah. Diving into one of our next big topics here. It's a mixture of 2 things. So is nostalgia taking over the movie world?
Ooh.
An obsession with nostalgia. Is that the only thing that sells? Is that the only thing that is popular? Pixar released Elio this past week, and it flopped. Face first, smashed directly into the ground. Did terrible. And so Pixar came out and made a statement that said, nostalgia sells. They didn't say that verbatim. They basically were saying original ideas don't sell, and that's why we keep copy and pasting all this other stuff.
Yeah.
So with that question, is that true? Is nostalgia taking over the movie world? Is that the only thing that makes things good? I mean, you just saw Jurassic World. You gave it some glowing remarks, but to be honest with you, that's a nostalgia movie. It's tapping in to the original series.
I think that I agree to very big extents that nostalgia is like, it's like what we talk about with the live action remakes. It's like what we talk about with like everything going on with these old movies coming back just to be remade into like new hip now like IMAX shot movies. Like, nostalgia does sell. I think nostalgia bait is a real thing, and I think people use it to their advantage to make crappy content sometimes. Like, they can make a trailer fully nostalgia filled, like so amazing, like wow, I'm gonna get so wrapped into this, and you go to see the project and it's booty cheeks.
Yeah.
And I think people who do use nostalgia as a clickbait sort of thing. Not sort of say like clickbait isn't like thumbnail like type thing, but it's like they want you to think it's going to be like this, it'll be nothing like this, and it'll suck.
Yeah.
So, but I also do think that nostalgia does work for a lot of things. Like, I know there were a lot of fans of the How to Train Your Dragon, a lot of fans of the Lilo and Stitch. You know, there's a lot of fans of everything that's coming back with all the nostalgia stuff. So, like, by all means, to each their own, but I would love to hear what you have to say.
No, you guys are losers. That's dumb. You're dumb.
Okay. Actually.
I don't agree with you. If you're for all these live action remakes, I think that you are simple. You're simple-minded and stupid. No, I do kind of believe that, though, because there's a part of my ego that desperately believes that. I'm sorry. It's the truth, though. You're dumb. But I'm just committing to this. I'm going to put this as a clip. Anyway. No, I mean, the whole first, the whole thought process of Pixar, I don't know how true this is. I saw it on social media, but I saw it multiple times, so I believe it's real. Pixar being like, oh, why would we do original stories? It's like, no, the quality of the product that you're producing sucked. Nobody cared about Elio because it didn't look that interesting, and it didn't get critically well received, and it wasn't that original of an idea. The story was a rehash of another type of idea and storyline based off what I saw and read. So all that to say is that nostalgia does sell. It does sell. That question, the answer, it does sell. You've seen it sell in the Star Wars movies. You saw it sell across the board. It sells to majority of people that don't care like we do about movies.
Yeah.
For the average movie-going adult and or parent with kids, I had friends, I knew people that would go and see these Star Wars movies and go and see these things, and they would see it with their kids. And they were like, we loved it. Because it was entertaining, which those movies are entertaining, even if they aren't good. Yeah. So the question then becomes, what sells the best? Nostalgia sells the best. Okay, well then they're going to keep rehashing and doing that over and over and over again. Now, when you get something incredibly organic and original, and that comes out, then everybody wants to go see that movie. Like Mad Max Fury Road, the first one was original, incredible, and it was a little bit nostalgia, but it really wasn't. It was his own thing. Yeah. There's other movies as well that have come out that are original. Like, what's Christopher Nolan's new movie again?
The Odyssey. The Odyssey looks amazing.
The Odyssey's going to be original. It's based off a book. It's not really nostalgic for anybody. Christopher Nolan heads, everybody's going to go see that. It's a blockbuster movie. Everybody's excited. They want to go see it.
I'm there.
But the reason why there's been a billion comic book movies and the reason there's been all these remakes and rehashes is because they're nostalgic and they're connected to these old things. Mm-hmm. It's great, though, and I will say this. It's great to see new movies come out that are original ideas, that are thoughtful, that do well. Sinners is an example of that.
Oh.
That's a movie that was original, thoughtful, really well executed, and amazing. I'm trying to think of other movies recently that are on that level of quality and are original. I can't remember.
Elio. I'm just kidding. No, but
there's not.
I'm trying to think because
the last 3 years, what are a few really original movies that aren't like art house, Blumhouse, like artsy Oscar bait movies.
I'm pulling out my letterbox real quick just to make sure. Because I will say I loved Sinners. Sinners is elite.
Yeah. Dune did well. Dune 2 made good money. Like, that's great.
Man, Hell of a Summer was good. I like that movie a lot. Dune 2 did do great. Not gonna lie, it kind of was based a little bit on John Wick, but there was this movie called Monkey Man. That movie, solid. I really enjoyed that movie as well, too, with Dev Patel. But I 100% agree with what you're saying. I do think that people need to get out of the clouds of nostalgia, and I would love to see a lot more original IPs. Like, even if you're doing remakes of books and stuff like that, put that out. Like, I'd much rather see that than see, like, your take on what Cars 2 would have been if it were set in a different country. Like, it's just I need something new, because if we just keep getting the same thing over and over and over again, I'm just not going to want to turn it on anymore, you know?
Yeah, you will.
Probably.
I mean, like, I haven't seen Jurassic Rebirth yet, but again, I can guarantee that movie is going to rehash a lot of the same stuff, whatever. And you could say that even to yourself, but, like, entertaining movies are going to always kind of exist. Mm-hmm. But original ideas and original thoughts, like, think about all the original movies that came out in the 80s that were incredible. Like
Back to the Future.
Like Back to the Future, The Thing. Like, there's but Terminator 1, Terminator 2 Judgment was incredible.
Karate Kid!
1, Aliens 2, The Karate Kid. All these original stories were created and made.
Yeah.
We're moving away from that. There's only a select few creative directors that are... everything is IP-driven and nostalgia-driven, and that sucks.
Yeah. It does.
Pixar, make a better movie that's more original and creative. You haven't made anything good since basically Coco. Get the heck out of our face.
I mean, did Inside Out 2 come out after Coco?
Yeah, I don't think that movie's that great.
Oh, I love that movie. I'm not going to lie to you.
I think it's fine. I don't think it's that great. I don't think it's on the same level as Coco. I don't think it's on the same level as
I haven't even seen Coco.
Dude, Coco's incredible.
I know Poco Loco.
Coco, to me, was the last one that was like, this was original, brilliant, and heartfelt, and made me cry at the end. And I don't need a sequel to Inside Out. I didn't need the sequel to Finding Nemo.
That was
I didn't need a Toy Story 4. Toy Story 3 is the perfect ending. I like Toy Story 4, but didn't need it. And they're making a fifth one. Come on. So anyway, I'm out on that stuff.
Yeah. Hey man. Well, I think as we said, hey, if you are a live action rewatcher,
I hate your guts.
we love everyone here. And, you know, the reason we love starting this podcast is we're not all going to agree on the same thing. You guys might not love the prequels, and you might be idiots. And that's how it's just going to be. So, good luck with your life, you bumhead.
If you don't disagree with me, I'll kill you.
He will.
I hate your guts.
He has your address on file. Google Pixel.
44444 Montgomery Road, baby.
Oh!
All right. We're going into our next subject.
I'm ready.
This is the big conquistador of the story.
Yes.
Of this podcast, what I'm saying. All right, so... The concept here is, what game brought out those peak gaming days? One game, one crew, countless late nights full of wins, losses, and nonstop chaos. We're going to do a few games, but what game for you back in the day, like you wish you could go back in this time period where it was a super fun game that you were excited to come home and play every night after school, every day after work, where you were like, I got to play with this, bro. Or everybody's in the group text. We all playing this tonight? We're doing this tonight? And that went on for months because the game was perfect. It was a perfect time period, and it was your perfect group of friends. You were all smashing and playing that game a ton. Jeremy, what you got?
I gotta say, I'll start it off with Black Ops 3 Zombies and Black Ops 3 multiplayer. I feel like the run that game had was generational. Used to watch a lot of Zombies YouTube. Like, me and the boys would be Easter egg hunting, stuff like that. Like, it would always be, like, there'd be so much content and it'd be so good that we'd want to keep going with it. Especially when they dropped Zombies Chronicles too. Oh my gosh, man. Like, the 8 remakes we got out of that were peak phenomenal games. But it was just so cool because I feel like we don't get a lot of the... I don't have a lot of those times anymore where it's like, there's not a lot of multiplayer games out there where it's like, let's get on the sticks right now, let's go, let's fly with it. Like, dude, turning on my PlayStation back in the day just to run some COD, like back in the good old days, throw the headset on, like, not go to bed, like that was peak. So Black Ops 3 is definitely going to be my first one on my list. What about you, Matt? What you got?
Yeah, my first one's GTA 4 back in the day. So this was like middle school years for me.
Old. Sorry.
I mean, the game had already been out for years, but yeah, GTA 4, dude, the online play of that game when it first came out, or when I was like playing with my friends, was so much fun. We would all basically jump into free mode, where we'd all join one server, and you had the whole entire New York City to yourself. And the hours of countless gameplay of just like driving around. We'd play games where like you'd get in a car and then somebody would be in a helicopter and they're trying to hit you. Or no, you get on a motorcycle and you're driving and you're like going up these ramps at the airport and like a person with a helicopter trying to hit you. Like, dude, we would create and invent our own games. We had a game where you had to stand within like a street intersection while cars were coming and you couldn't move. Like, you'd have to stay within the small box. Excuse me. You'd have to stay within these small boxes. Mm-hmm. And you had to dodge like the oncoming cars that would go fast. And we'd shoot in the air, and it would make them go fast. And so you were like just dodge. We were inventing our own games. One of my favorite things we invented was called Marathon, where you would get 4-star, you would get 5 stars or whatever it was, and all the cops, and you couldn't get in the car. You just have to run. So you'd be running with grenade launchers and machine guns, and like you would have epic moments where you're shooting a helicopter out of the sky and you're jumping over a thing, and the helicopter's coming down and it's exploding right behind you as you're jumping over like a ledge, and you go flying. And it's like hilarious because the physics were hilarious. Dude, that game was so much fun online. I miss that time period. I miss when it was like, let's all play GTA 4, and we would hop on and we would play for like 5 to 6 hours. We would do like the racing mode where we'd race against one another. But we invented countless games on GTA 4 Online. One time, I remember we got in a helicopter, went to the top of the map as high as you could. I jumped out, and I somehow survived. Like, I hit a building and bounced off, hit my head on a telephone pole, landed, and I didn't die somehow. The physics of the world. And that was like, whoa, what happened? How did you survive? So, that kind of stuff, dude, was the
That's
best.
sick. Man, I love that, dude. It's so cool to, like... I didn't really play much GTA 4. I played a lot more GTA 5. So it is super cool, and I really hope that we get those days back when GTA 6 comes out too, because I feel like that's going to be super fun.
Hope so, man. What's your next one?
For me, I'm going to say Halo Reach. Back on the Xbox days, I played a lot of shooters. So Halo Reach, dude, this one's actually pretty historic. Me and my grandpa used to play. Like, we would hit up the Xbox party chat, and we would run in the big team battles and stuff with some of my homies. And bro was driving that Warthog. I was gunning it. And every time I'd switch and I'd drive, he'd be like, Jeremy, you don't know how to drive. You don't know how to drive. And I'd flip it on purpose and stuff like that. It's just so cool because, like, I I don't know. Those big team battles in Halo are so peak. Like, just seeing everyone run around, the gravity hammers, the needlers, the freaking rocket launchers. Like, dude, it's just so like, oh wow, hey, nostalgia base. Hey-o, nostalgia's taking over my brain. But it's like, yeah, man, I love Halo Reach. Halo Reach is one of my favorite games of all time. Just for like the multiplayer aspect of it, and just being able to kick back and just do some stupid, goofy stuff on there.
Yeah, dude, Halo Reach SWAT.
Yeah,
SWAT was super fun, and dude, Forge in that game was incredible too.
Oh yes,
Reach was awesome. Reach was awesome. I have some good memories from that one too. Oh, my next one is Battlefield 1.
Oh wow,
I know that game, dude. Let me paint this picture for you, all right? Mm-hmm. So I remember when the beta for that game came out, and it was free. And me and my friend Connor, we both downloaded it. Yeah. And it was interesting because, like, the game, like, a lot of the weapons, like sniper rifles, were one shot, and then you would have to reload. Like, it had, like, a World War I kind of vibe to it in terms of how things... There was, like, a Russian where it was, like, clever action. You could feel that. The gameplay of Battlefield 1 online multiplayer is probably the best multiplayer experience I've ever had. Wow. It makes me so mad that EA's messed that up and screwed everybody over by not making a good one since. But dude, the gunplay of Battlefield 1, the setting and the atmosphere of that game is incredible. Taking like an anti rocket out, you take it and you like lay it down, you can shoot one bullet and it's like explosive artillery. Shooting an airplane out of the sky. I did that like twice. Sniping somebody out of the sky.
That's sick.
Was the best feeling in the world. Blowing up a tank with your buddies, or what we would do is we'd get like a squad together, it'd be 4 or 5 of us, and then we would go from one point to another point, and we'd just go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth.
Yeah.
We would dictate the entire game. That game, when that first came out, was peak, dude. It was one of the most satisfying first-person shooters I've ever played. And, dude, the clips that me and my friends have, the epic moments, that heyday of gameplay on Battlefield 1 was incredible. Perfect element of atmosphere, gameplay, balance, and it was just incredible. So the Battlefield 1, man, was up there for me and my current group of friends that I still play with now. It's peak. It's incredible.
Hell yeah. I never was really big on the Battlefield aspect of stuff. I was more of a COD player for sure. But the times I'd run in, it'd be so insane. Like, it really felt like I was in the middle of World War II. Like, that's so cool to be able to have those memories with that. 2 more I have. I'll start off with this one. Modern Warfare 2019. When that game came back out, me and the dogs were running it. Let me tell you a little story about this one. I'm sitting upstairs. I accidentally have my window open. We're playing Search and Destroy against these kids. I'm cussing kids out. I'm calling them ugly. I'm calling their mothers. Like, I'm going all crazy on it. And my window's open. And all of a sudden, I look to my left, and I just see, like, lights shining through the blinds. And I'm like, okay, I'm getting attacked by an attack helicopter. Mind you, I'm butt naked. I'm confused on what's going on. I'm gaming, no cameras on. I'm enjoying myself. I look out the window. There's 2 cops downstairs. And I'm like, hello? And they're like, can you come down here, please? And I said, yeah. So I threw clothes on, went downstairs. Apparently I had gotten multiple noise complaints for running COD. And they're like, what you playing up there? And I was like, hey, man, just running Modern Warfare with the dogs. You know how it be. And they're like, hey, just shut that window, bro. You go have fun. And I said, thank God.
You're arrested.
Yeah.
Take it easy.
No, and it was so cool just because... Man, that game just got all the homies back together. Like, running Search and Destroy on that I had a Xbox One, like the S, and man, dude, it was just so fun. Like, it was so much fun just to play COD with the guys, and sorry for the young guys. I've been awake since yesterday. It just brings back so many peak memories of, like, getting the gang together, even no matter what you're playing, just always feels good. So, it's super fun. But what you got?
Yeah, I got 2 more as well, so I'll say my third one. PUBG.
Ooh.
When that game first came out, I was on Xbox, so I wasn't the sweaty guys on PC, dude. When that game first came out, probably for like a month and a half straight, all of me and my friends was every day was like, we're doing PUBG tonight. It was every night.
Yeah.
Come home, PUBG, dude. The satisfaction of killing somebody in that game, the time to kill. the satisfaction of getting a winner chicken dinner, baby, was the absolute best. And again, same group of friends. This was right after the Battlefield 1 time period. We would sometimes go back and forth.
Yeah.
That game was so sweaty, so frustrating, so many frustrating aspects of it. But it was the first Battle Royale. And at least the first official one that everybody got their hands on before Fortnite took over everything. And dude, that game was so much fun. It was so stressful, so frustrating, just rage-inducing. But the moments of like popping, getting a headshot. I remember one moment I was like running and somebody on a motorcycle was coming and I jumped in midair to like as I was spinning, shot him a few times with the MP5, killed him, took the motorcycle and just like dude, like that is epic. Just like the feeling of that is so good in that type of game. So I absolutely loved that game when it first came out. And, and for the months to follow.
I played PUBG Mobile.
Wow. you and all of India.
Yeah, bro, for real. I never played PUBG on console, but that game is a lot of fun. I will say, give it credit for where credit is due. That is a super, super solid game. I don't think you're really going to expect my last pick, but honestly, my last one's going to be Super Smash Bros. Getting the gang together and just playing some Smash Bros, smashing the boys, smashing with the boys. Pause. But it's so much fun, and we actually used to do this at Matt's house. We used to play Smash all the time with the gang, with our little group that we had from church, and man, it's so fun because I'm so competitive, and I'll kill anyone in that game, and I'll look at them and I'll laugh at them, and it's so much like, oh my god, but no,
eight people on the Switch,
just like, but Super Smash Bros. So much fun. Even with Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, like me and my buddy Josh Shipley, we used to go to Target and just play Smash on the table, like just because the Switch, like throw the Joy-Cons out while everyone was doing stuff, and we'd be like, "You just want to go play Smash Bros?" Yeah, and it's just like it's so cool, and I think Nintendo has done that really well. So with like the accessibility between the portable and the home console, like playing Smash it's been never easier to smash. Do you want to smash on the go? Do you want to smash at home?
Yes. Love it. My last pick is actually a single-player game. This is a purely nostalgic, like, kind of vibe. I know. It's going against what we're doing.
Skylanders.
Skylanders Extreme. No. That's a hilarious pick. No, it's actually Bully on...
yes.
Bully on PS2. There's a combo of... the time period, I was in 5th grade when that game came out. Mm-hmm. I was grounded from video games because my grades continued to suck. But they ungrounded me for Christmas vacation, and I had the game. And I remember one Saturday morning waking up. It was cold outside. The window was open. I liked it cold. The cold, brisk air coming in and playing Bully. And the music of Bully is so nostalgic to me. I will still listen to it while I'm driving sometimes. One of the best soundtracks to a video game of all time, in my opinion. To me, it's probably my number one based off pure nostalgia. But it is like top 10 best soundtracks for a video game ever. So many hits. Definitely look it up. Blue bar, if anybody, Blue Bar comment section, TikTok. No, but type it in because it's incredible. There's so many good sound, but there are specific nostalgic moments. And what was perfect is like I remember that day so vividly. It's cold outside, all that's happening in the game. It goes towards winter time, so winter happens in the game, and it's Christmas time in the game, and that was the same time period. Dude, Rockstar nailed the theme of that. The music is a little bit different. When you ride on the bike, the music is different. I remember going to like the fairgrounds of that game, and keep in mind I wasn't able to play GTA when I was younger growing up, so this is my first experience in playing an open world Rockstar game. And dude, there's so many memories from that world, from that game, that it is a pure nostalgia hit for me. That me and my friends, I remember talking about it when we were all playing at the same time. So it still was related to friends, but that game purely nostalgic. I wish I could go back in the heyday I played that game. For the first time, that music, the vibes, all of that. 2005.
Oh, so would you say you support bullying?
No.
Hell yeah!
I learned a lot.
You learned how to not bully.
You simple-minded.
Oh, yo!
You like nostalgia stuff?
Yeah, I like it cold. I like it cold outside. When it's cold outside, I play bully. I bully everyone.
Just connect that.
I start bullying everyone when it's cold outside because I like the cold outside.
So stupid. So stupid.
Man. Well, hey, I think that's all we really got for everyone besides what we're playing, what we're watching.
Yeah.
So.
Hey, let us know in the comments.
Yes,
let us
please.
know in the comments. What were your nostalgia? Dude, what's the heyday of gaming for you?
Let us know.
That time period, play those games. Let us know.
Look me dead in my eyes and tell me.
Thank you.
What are you playing and what are you watching, Matthew Sefik?
Yes, sir. Gosh. I have been playing... You know what's hilarious? Because I hate Madden. But because I edit a lot of videos and do a lot of that, what I do a lot is I will start a franchise mode in a sports game, so it doesn't have to be Madden, but Madden has been my drug of choice of late. And I will start a franchise mode, I'll make trades, I'll create players, I'll have fun with that, and then I will literally watch the games. Like I will make sure that I'm not playing it. I'm like choosing the middle where I can slow down and I can just literally broadcast mode watch the game take place.
Wow.
Which is hilarious, but I will do that for literally hours while I'm editing or just on my phone or whatever.
Yeah.
While I'm chilling like on the couch. So that I've been playing a lot of that. I'm still playing Kingdom Come Deliverance.
Nice.
I've been playing a lot of Rematch, which is the soccer game.
Okay.
It is fun. It is fun. It's frustrating. They need to tighten up the internet and everything, but it's fun. I've also been playing Battlefront 2. I've been hopping back into that with friends, and it's super fun. And then I've also been playing a little bit of Dying Light 2 with my friend Greg, which has been fun. It's an open world zombie game. I get people's criticism, but it is just fun to run through, kill zombies, and it's a good time.
For me, well, what have you been watching? What you been watching?
I've been watching a Korean cooking show on Netflix.
Nice.
I think it's called Class Wars. It's actually really good. It's actually phenomenal. It's like so much production from like South Korea. Like it's just like boom, like all this like stuff. It's really cool. And so it's fantastic. It's like honestly one of the best cooking shows I've ever watched. So I've been really into that. Me and Seth have been watching that. I started The Bear season 4.
Oh, so good.
Yeah, me and my wife watched the first couple episodes. That show is good. It seems like it's coming back on track because I wasn't a big fan of season 3.
Yeah,
season 4 so far is solid. And yeah, pretty sure that's pretty much it. What about you?
Man, so I've been playing a lot of Cuphead.
Nice.
Just replaying that. That game is super fun. I've also been playing a lot of Hades and grinding Mario Kart World. That game is fun. Ever since I've been playing on the Switch, it's been
How's
so
the
much
Switch
fun.
2?
The Switch 2 is freaking sick. It is so much fun. Definitely see why the people are raving about it. But I'm super stoked to play Donkey Kong. The Joy-Cons feel good in the hand. Like, the portability access. Like, it's what the Switch 1 should have been, 100%. Like, it feels genuinely good to play on it. And the load times for the games, dude, are, like, seconds. Like, it's insane.
Yeah.
But no, Switch 2 is great. I've been playing a lot of that. When I'm on my PC, though, I've been playing Rematch. That game is a lot of fun. I am really excited for the new season of Marvel Rivals. That game, it looks like it's going to be sick. Blade and Phoenix are going to be in it, dude.
Yes,
like,
we need to talk about that.
I know, bro. It's going to be good. Marvel Rivals will be eaten. We could talk about it next week, too, because it comes out next Friday. So
sure,
that could be something big we talk about. And then, lastly, what I've been watching, I'm watching The Bear. Bear's super good. I love it. Been watching a lot of movies. I was rewatching the Karate Kid movies because those are peak. And then just honestly shows in my free time, like random shows that I just have on. Actually, no, I'm a liar. I'm watching Love Island every single day. It's it's so good. It's so good. I hate it. I hate that I enjoy that show so much. Like it's brain rot. It's junk food. But I'm so passionate about because they're so wrong. Like they're just so wrong with what they do, and like I love seeing the fandoms of being like, you need to get that girl off the island right now because I'm gonna jump through my screen and I'm gonna beat that woman up, and I'm like, what is happening right now? Okay, me on Love Island. But no, dude. It's
You're like, who wants to play Smash Bros?
No, from June to mid-July, Love Island is on my screen every night, except for Hump Day and Saturdays, because Saturdays is After Sun, and After Sun's pointless. Help me, please. What a solid podcast! We're here again, PERMABANTER Podcast. Matt, do you have anything else you want to add, man, or you want to let them know where they can find you?
Yeah, absolutely. Mainly Matt's Foodie Eats. Please go give me a follow on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube if you feel like it, but TikTok would be the main one. I would super appreciate it. My channel's growing substantially. Every time I check, I've gained like 10 to 20 new followers. I've gained 1,000 followers in less than a week, which is really encouraging. Go like my Dutch Bros video, baby.
Yes, lock in. No, but Matt, actually, interesting question on Matt's Food Eats. What is the food you're most excited to try on the channel? Like, can we get a little sneak peek?
I'm doing a pork tender series right now. So pork tenderloin sandwiches is like the goal and the focus right now. I think I'm only going to do 5 to 10 videos though in total.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of people commenting, but the series has already been done. So because I didn't find that out until like last night, somebody else had already done this. So because of that, it's kind of dampened it a little bit. So I think I'm going to go to the 5 best spots that most people are recommending, review them, rank them, and then move on. I might do like a fried chicken sandwich series. I might do an entirely new series. I kind of like the idea of doing series because it will get people invested, but we'll see.
Yeah, well, hey, you guys know where to find Matt's Foodie Eats. Find me on Chunk.TV on TikTok, Chunky Tuesday on Twitch. Hopefully I'll get back on there soon, guys. I've just been so busy with everything. It has been insane. Podcast has been my main priority, busting that out. With July coming, I'm going to have a lot of movies to be seeing, so you'll be seeing a lot of reviews. Follow my Letterboxd, Chunky Tuesday. I love reviewing movies on there, dropping crappy stuff. Follow me on Love Island. I'm actually the next bombshell hitting the island. Yeah, honestly, that is all we got for you this week. Thank you for bantering with us. And honestly, guys, I just really want to say thank you, whether you're watching this short on TikTok, watching it on YouTube, watching it anywhere you can, listening on Spotify. Your support means the world. Matt and I really just came up with this in the middle of one of his streams one night, and it's been really cool to see it blossom and come to fruition. So we really appreciate you guys coming out and bantering with us. And we'll see you in the next one. Bye. Boom.